Welcome to our book date session. Another episode. Today we are in our episode number 50. Yes! I'm so excited and so excited. And today we're going to bring you this book. It's called The Code of Extraordinary Mind. Oh yes. And Gideon, you don't go into I want to see your face. You can put the book at the side. Yes. So before we go into the content of the book, let me introduce you who is the author of this book. The author of this book is called Vishen Lakhiani. All right. And Vishen is the guy that born in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. In back then he moved to US when he studied electrical engineer and also computer science before he founded My Valley. Now he is the CEO of the My Valley, this company. Before that, he actually shares so many things and he teach about meditation as well. And he founded this app is called Umbana. Back then in 2013, I remember that I was introduced by my friend to know more about this Umbana apps. It's a meditation and I love so much for that because it helped me to distress, it helped me to relax as well. And after that, in 2003, he founded My Valley. My Valley was founded with a goal to bring together the world expert educators that create so many learning tools to help millions of people in the world, especially in the personal transformation world. And definitely, I am one of the students of My Valley. I invested myself in so many courses in My Valley, and I love it, this platform so much. And Vishen, he wrote 2 books at the moment. First book is this book, The Code of Extraordinary Mind, that we were going to talk to you today. And last year in 2020, he published another book called The Buddha and the Badass. Yes, Gideon, you are smart. You know what I'm going to say today. Although we don't have any preparation about that before. Okay, so, and this book that we're going to talk to you today, The Code of Extraordinary Mind, that challenges you to reject the inherited bullshit rules that Vishen call as Brules, Brules. I don't know, maybe this word can be in the dictionary in the future, bullshit rules. This book is the one challenges us to reject the inherited rules that holds you back from succeeding, from loving, from healing, from earning, from growing to your fullest potential. And let's dig into this book together.
Oh, I can see that Joyce is very excited about this book today. So I'm very excited also. To me, this is not really a personal growth book, but this is a personal disruption book. I think this is from what Vishen is how he introduced the book. So this is a personal disruption book. So beware of the book. It will disrupt your mindset, how you think about the world. So be careful about this book. So for me, I will definitely read this book at once, or twice a year, because like Vishen is a programmer. He think that our mindset is the software, our habit is the hardware. Do you think that you need to refresh or review or recheck your mindset, your habit every year? You should do that. So the first chapter of the book is talking about transcend the culturescape. So culturescape is another word that Vishen created himself. Culturescape is actually describe all the rules, all the practice that is surrounding you in this society and culture, which you may not aware. A very good analogy in the book is talking about this is a fish is the last to discover water because it's been swimming in it all its life. So same for human. Think about this. We are in the society and we are influenced by all the rules that existed there without us knowing.
So true. I myself, I would share a little bit of my little experience is about gender bias. Sometimes we are in the environment, in the culture that's too long that we will never realize that we are in the bias. Because for me, I'm the committee of Lenin Penang, and we all would love to empower a lot of women. And I found that we found out that gender bias is one of the things that happen in our society. Then possible that we will see that since young we are conditioned that ladies, girl, that we need to be quiet, we need to be obedient, that we need to follow instructions, and woman is less superior than boys. That is like the environment that we live in for so many years, and we are conditioned until today. Even right now, we still have that. Some of the environment is like this. So this is some types of the bias that we need to take on that relate so much to what Gideon shared from this book, right? It's the culturescape that we are in. So be aware on that.
Yeah. So I just want to give more example about the Brules, the bullshit rules, because we want you to think about it, not to say that you have to accept everything in the book, but you have the aim is for you to question every bruise that surrounding you. So some of the bruise that he mentioned in the book is the college bruise, about the university bruise. So I think some may think that you should have a university degree to guarantee your future or your success. I think this is one of the bullshit rules that I think a lot of people already know. Your education level doesn't mean guarantee your success. Okay. The other rules is about what I think is about rich, happy rules. It's like you must be rich to be happy. Okay. Another thing is that you must find a 9-to-5 good job to survive or to earn your living. I think this is all the rules example. And you may think, right? Yeah.
How to take on these rules?
Yes. I think a lot of people think that, okay, so much I know about these rules, but how? I think you must know, first of all, you must know how these rules come, why they are around you, then you can tackle on it. There are 5 ways to take on the rules according to the book. The first is your childhood indoctrination, means your childhood influence from whatever, when you're children, somebody taught you something or you imitate someone. The second is authority figures, some of the famous thing or person that is influencing the society for quite long. The third thing is about the need to belong, the need to belong. The fourth one is the social proof, like everyone is doing this, so I might do it. The fifth one I think is quite touching me is about our internal insecurities. So we feel very insecure, so that, and then we follow some other people or some of the thoughts.
Yeah, especially the point that you bring up just now. I think I jot down is number 3, the need to belong. So many people that they seek for permission, they seek from other people permission to be, because they want to belong in a group, and they want permission from other people that, am I doing right and I'm doing wrong? But in fact, you do not need any permission from anyone to feel yourself happy and doing what is your calling to do. And especially if you are the parent, remember the first rules, the first take on ways that Gideon shared is about the childhood. Sometimes we have been conditioned by the previous generation about things, about the beliefs in us. Then if we can, why not? As a parents, we don't want to condition our kids, our future generation, to have that limiting beliefs. So this is one of the key for me, especially in these 2 things. Yeah.
So the next one that impressed me a lot in the book is talking about the 4 states of human living.
Yes,
so
I love that.
I'm going to share to you what this 4 state of human living is about, because this really leave me a good impression, impressed me a lot. So this is
so this is one of the key for me, especially in these 2 things. Yeah.
So So the next one that impressed me a lot in the book is talking about the 4 states of human living. So
I love that.
I'm going to share to you what this. Okay. So Joyce, you can see the 4 states of human living, right?
Yes.
So this is the quadrant. The y-axis is the happiness in the now, and the x-axis is the vision for the future. So let's talk on the worst scenario. The worst scenario is when you are in this quadrant, the negative spiral, where your happiness is lowest, you don't have vision. So it's like you have nothing, okay, in your life. So you are in negative spiral. But I think a lot of people want to achieve this, the current reality track, this quadrant, where you have all the happiness, but you don't really have a vision. So I don't, the book said that there is nothing wrong with this. Like if you have the best vacation or you just buy something physically, then maybe you are happiness in the now. But how long you can sustain this state? Like you're always happy, but you don't have vision, you don't have goal in your life. Okay, you are not fulfilled in your life. Okay, so I think we must relook at this quadrant. Another quadrant that is worrying is call it here stress and anxiety. I think this relates to a lot of people who like entrepreneur or businessmen. They have a lot of goal, the vision, but they are not enjoying themselves while doing. They are not enjoying at the moment. So they are constantly in stress and in anxiety. And what the book really promotes is to be in this quadrant called bending reality, where you are happiness in the present, but you also have your vision for the goal while you are working on your vision. So this is what the book wants you to be in the bending reality quadrant.
Yeah, love it so much, especially it comes to the different quadrant of our life that we can be in. So for me, just now pre our session, we have a chat on that 4 quadrant. So for me as an entrepreneur, I found that sometimes I fall into the trap of stress and anxiety once in a while, but I'm running around the stress, anxiety, and the bending reality because I can constantly remind myself that even though I have the struggle, I got the challenges right now, I am still able to be happy because you don't need to wait until the time that you decide you want to be happy. Happiness is the journey. So bending reality is the part of seeing you know that there is a future and you are staying in the present, working for the future, and you don't forget the happiness in the moment that you are in.
Yeah.
Yeah, my take on that.
So am I still sharing?
You want to stop share your side? Yeah.
Okay. So why I'm saying that people are tying their happiness to goal is I think a lot of people think about this. I quote the book. A lot of people think that we should do things so that we can be. But the reality is we should be happy so that we can do things. Okay. So you should be happy first, and then you can use this to pursue your vision. So your happiness cannot tie to your goal. Okay. You must be happy even before you attain your goal. Yes. So how do we hack the happiness? I mean, the book says hack. You can hack a lot of things. Okay? How do we hack our happiness? The book gives 3 practices that you can do it right now. The first is the power of gratitude. You should practice every day to gratitude about what you have. I think another thing that you need to practice is about gratitude about yourself. Be thankful yourself. You are still healthy. You can survive. You have family. You have friends around you. And the second thing about how to get happiness is to practice forgiveness. Forgiveness doesn't mean that the things that the person did is correct. Okay, you just practice forgiveness because you want to forgive us. You want to let go of yourself. Okay, and according to a book, if you practice this forgiveness, your alpha level is at the highest when you practice forgiveness. Okay, I think the book also have a word called unfuckable. When you are forgive, you are truly at peace with yourself. You are in touch with yourself. Nothing anyone says or does bother you, and no negativity can touch you. So I want to say something.
Like so many things.
Yeah.
Like a student. My head. Okay. Actually, just now when you said about when you're truly at peace and in touch with yourself, right?
Yeah.
I think this book, the Coda Extraordinary Mind, we should talk about this. Unfuckable. That's the part that I think you use this word to remind ourselves that how much important about truly at peace and in touch with ourselves, and by not delaying the happiness. Yeah. So when it comes to a lot of people delay the happiness, especially saying that, okay, I will only be happy when I achieve this.
Yeah, this is one of the Brules. Like a lot of people say, I will be happy if I got a condition your happiness.
Yeah. So that's why we don't delay it.
Yeah.
The happiness. We can feel it right now. So I know, Gideon, you have one more example to give, right?
Yeah, the other example I like it so much is the practice of giving. Okay, and inside the book, there's one story which impressed me a lot. So there's one day a person asked Dalai Lama, like, how is it possible to be happy when seeing so much misery and tragedy every day? And Dalai Lama answered, but who can you help if you are unhappy? Okay.
Yeah. See, I repeat, if people ask, the question asked to Dalai Lama back then is how it is possible to be happy when seeing so much of misery and tragedy every day. I relate this so much to COVID right now. It has been almost 1.5 years plus. How many months already we have been in this COVID-19, the global pandemic, and then people ask, how can you stay so happy? So Dalai Lama, that time, his answer to that is, but who can you help if you are unhappy? I think it's so wonderful, his answer with a question. If you're unhappy, who can you help? We are doing our best to help those people around us at the moment. But if you stay unhappy, who can you help? So I think this is one of the way, and I think that I want to bring on is like yesterday I have a conversation with my family members that we feel like even though we cannot be of each other, it does not mean that you cannot stay connected. So we decide to do something very fun, which is going to happen tomorrow. For my family, it's like we schedule a Zoom call with some of my relatives. So we're going to stay in a Zoom. I'm going to have a 42-inch of the screen that connect with those people. My relatives, elderly and young, come together. We have a chat on screen. We cannot meet each other does not mean that we cannot be connected.
Oh, coincidentally, we're doing this
really?
afternoon. We don't have to really set a Zoom. We just set a WhatsApp group. When you set a video call, it will just video call everyone. It's like that group. Simpler.
I'm a big fan of Zoom. So I say, let's go for Zoom. Then I asked around, then they said, yes, Ken, I will be the host. So yeah, I think this is one of the great example. Yes, we cannot meet up each other, how far, how near we are, but we always can stay connected. That part is the place that you can create that happiness. That's the little things that you can do just go and practice and be at a moment when you are together with them. So your time is what time today, Gideon?
Around 4 p.m. Yeah.
Wow, mine is tomorrow 4 p.m. All right. So it's a very fantastic time we can spend with our family members, all this. Any tips do you want to share? I remember you told me something else, right?
Yeah, so the last one is about, besides happiness, of course, you must have a fulfilled life. So how do you have the vision? A lot of people say that, I can't think about a vision. So Vishen Lakhiani actually give us he called it the 3 most important questions. So these will help you think about your vision of life. So the 3 question is, what experience do you want to have in this lifetime? I think I didn't mention this, but instead of asking your children like what they want to do when they are grow up, ask this question is better. What experience do you want to have in this lifetime? Okay. Second question is, how do you want to grow? Okay, how do you want to grow? The third question is, how do you want to contribute? So keep asking yourself about this question if you still don't have a vision yet.
That's
so
why,
this is what I say.
Yeah, comes to the part of asking question, the empowering question, really, really helpful. It's sometimes the answer is hidden in the question. So when you ask the right question, the answer will reveal by itself. I love to, back then in 2016, I attend one of the live session with Vishen, meaning that I attend one of his seminar back then, which one is organized by Success Resources. So it's a seminar that he's live on stage, and the participant on below and listen to him is such a wonderful teacher to share so many great things. And this is the book that you must go. And let's wrap this up a little bit by what is the one action that you learned that from today's session that you want to put into action, and leave us some comments below and let us know. And we're going to see you all next 2 weeks. We have another great books to share with you. See you all. Bye bye.